Hi everybody, Michelle here with Lydia and Lilac. Today I'm going to do a hair tutorial on curling my hair. Specifically, my sister-in-law had asked me if I could do a tutorial on curling shorter hair because I recently just chopped about 12 inches off of the length of my hair, so I'm much shorter now, and so I'm still going to be doing hair tutorials. They're just going to be on shorter hair versus longer hair, and a lot of the things that I'm going to do you could do if you had longer hair as well. When I'm done with this tutorial, I'll put some links on my blog and our website at the bottom underneath our video on some of the tools that I'm going to be using today, as well as the link for the dress that I have on today. This is our autumn dress. Something that I love about this dress is that it has pockets. It's really comfortable, long sleeve, it's knee length, and it has elbow patches, which are really adorable. So I will put that link under our video as well. Okay, so to get started, I have washed and blow dried my hair, and I've put root booster in, which the root booster that I use is Aquage. Root booster, I like it because you can target your roots. I'll show you really quick how this spout works, so you can really target your roots. And you spray this on your hair when it's wet. Massage it into your roots, and then you dry your hair. I usually dry it upside down to give it more volume. And it's called Aquage Uplifting Foam. I'll put a link to this under our video as well. Okay, so like I said, I washed, I blow dried my hair. I put in my root booster, and that's it. I have long layers in my hair. This can be challenging if you have shorter layers in your hair, but I'll show you a trick to help make it work better. So basically what you're going to do to start off, you're going to section your hair. I have these clips that I use. It's similar to what you would see in a salon. You could use regular claw clips that you see here. I use these a lot too whenever I'm just trying to go quickly, just to clip your hair back. That one's actually broken. That's okay, it still works. Okay, so I'm going to, I've already brushed my hair, so I'm going to section off my hair. First, I'm going to just take the top section. So I'm going to just lift it, or go around the crown, lift, and clip this. Put this in place, and I always look really goofy, so just a heads up when I'm doing this. Then I go ahead and I do it again a second time, so that way I have 3 separate sections that I'm going to be working with. Okay, so I'm just twisting this section, and I will secure it with a clip to hold it in place. I might do a second one on the other side, just so that way I know it will come out. Okay. So I'm all set to go. I did straighten my bangs already with my flat iron. I do that every day just because it turns out the best. For me, if I do it with my hair dryer, it doesn't always stay. Okay, so I'm gonna brush out the length on the bottom. I've already heated my my curling iron. I don't have anything fancy for today. I just have a Revlon 1-inch barrel curling iron that I've had for years. I don't curl my hair all the time, so this works well. I don't curl my hair with this curling iron all the time, but it gets the job done when I need to. So again, 1 inch is about what you want to achieve curls. You could go to a 3/4 inch barrel. Anything above 1 inch though, you're going to have waves more than you're going to have curls. So I'll do a separate tutorial on waves as well, but we're going to start off today with just the curls. I have used curling wands in the past, and again I can do a tutorial on using curling wands too in the future. They're not my favorite tool, but they can be fun to use because you have a lot of control. However, I find it more challenging with shorter hair to use the wand, but some people really like it, so I'll show you that, and that way you can decide what you like best in the future. Okay, so I'm going to just take a section of hair I'm going to take my wand, or my iron, open it up, and place my iron at the base of my hair. Okay, then I'm going to start curling from the inside. Because I am curling my hair, I'm going all the way to the ends. So I'm twisting and just, whoops, releasing. Let me do this again. See, shorter hair. Sometimes I'm not quite used to it yet. But okay. So I'm twisting and releasing just a tiny bit, opening the barrel up a tiny bit as I'm twisting, so that way I just am able to catch all my hair. So let's see if you can see that. And I go all the way until all of the hair is incorporated into the curling iron. Because I am curling. If I was doing waves, I would not go all the way to the end. But again, I'll show you that on another day. All right, so I'm going to release. And I will have a curl. I don't touch it, just leave it alone and let it cool. Because again, we're trying to achieve curls, not waves. Okay, the next section, I try to go in the opposite direction. And I will not get all of my hair in, and that's okay. You just try with shorter hair to get as much in as you can. So again, I started at the base and I twisted in. Until I incorporated all my hair, and then I release, and it's just a little curl there. Okay, and then over here, I'm just gonna do one large section on this side. Open my wand and curl until all of my hair is incorporated down to the end. Hopefully you're able to see that. I would say that the bottom section is the most challenging. So if you're getting frustrated with it, if you're not able to get all the strands of hair in because you have shorter hair, don't worry about it. Just get what you can and move on, because it's going to be under, your bottom layer. So it's not going to, people are not going to see it as much. You do want to try to give the appearance of a curl a little bit on the bottom, so that way you don't have these straight strands sticking out that are much longer than your other strands. But just do your best. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so I'm taking down this next section of my hair, and I try my best to pull it forward so that way it's not falling into the hair that I just curled. All right, so I'm gonna start with the back section. And again, this is where my layers start coming into play, which is why it is so much easier to curl starting at the base. Because if I'm starting down here at the end and then curling all the way up, my layers are going to be falling out of the curling iron. I'm going to get frustrated. It just makes it so much more difficult. So again, start at the base and twist in or out, depending on which direction you're going, and incorporate all of the hair to the end. Let it set for just a minute and then release. Okay, now what I try to do, and I've done this in previous tutorials, is I go in opposite directions. So that, each section that I take. So that section that I just did, if I was curling away from my face. So this section, I'm just gonna flip the curling iron around, open the wand up to the back, or open the clamp up to the back, and curl in instead of away. So I'm curling now in towards my face. And I'm good, just curling all the way down until all of that hair is incorporated. Normally it doesn't take me as long, but normally I'm not talking and showing it. This is actually a pretty cute and quick hairstyle. Okay, so you can kind of judge too, your hair. My hair, because I just got it cut, because of some of the products that I have been using, it's really super soft, and curls don't like to hold as well as they do if it's a little drier. But like I said, I just do my best. Like, I have a little section here. But I am curling large sections at a time, not always shorter sections. I did have this one little piece that got left out, so I'm just going to take care of it really quick. See, and if you do have a little strand that gets left out, no biggie, you can just go back and take care of it. Okay, so I'm letting this side cool. I'm going to move to the next side. Okay, start out going away from my face, starting at the base, curling out, incorporating all the strands until the end. Release. Okay, so this section I'm going to be going towards my face. Again, start at the base and twist in, just gently releasing and twisting at the same time. This takes a little practice, and if you're worried about burning your fingers or anything like that when doing this, practice with your curling iron off at first until you get the hang of it, and once you have it down and you feel comfortable, then you can actually curl your hair. That way you don't have to worry about whether or not you'll burn your fingers or anything like that if you're feeling uncertain. Same with a curling wand. That's probably the biggest complaint, you know, of using a wand, is that you burn your fingers. So practice wrapping your hair without it turned on. And make sure if you're using a wand that you always use a glove. Looking really goofy now. Okay, so I'm on to my last section. Just going to pull it down. As you can see, so this side, because I part it this direction, this side is actually a lot thicker than that one. So sometimes what I will do is just break this up into a little section, like section this part off into two smaller sections, so that way I'm able to really do a better job with curling. Looks like I'll do about 3 different, so I'll do one away from my face, a section away from my face, oh, that's lovely, totally unraveled it, but that's okay. A section toward my face, and a final section away from my face. So what I will do in the links as well, I'll put in, I'm not sure if I'll be able to find this exact curling iron. I bought it quite some time ago, so I will put a link to something similar if I can't find this exact one. And then I'll also put a link to a little bit better quality one as well. That way you can kind of pick and choose. If it's a curling iron you're going to be using often, I recommend investing a little more in it. If it's one that you're not going to be using so often, I wouldn't worry about it. Just get something inexpensive. Okay, so again, I released this last part on this side. I'm going to do 3 different sections. So the first one's going to be away, the direction away from my face. And I have said in the past, if you're curling your hair, any section up in front, you're going to want to curl away from your face. You're not going to want to curl towards your face because it closes in. If you curl away from your face, it opens it up, your look, and that's really important. Going different directions also helps, so that way you don't have your hair turn into one giant curl. I don't know if you've ever had that. Where if you're curling all in the same direction, it's like all of your curls just want to stick together and be like one giant curl on your head. Before I knew what I was doing with curling, I did that a lot when I was younger. And so I learned over time to go different directions. So this one I did towards my face. Again, if I would have ended on, like if this section that I just did would have been going away from my face instead of going the opposite direction with my final section that's right by my face, I would have had 2 of the same pieces going the same direction, because it's really important to end on going away. Alright. Okay, so this final side, my final little section of hair here. Alright, so the first section, I'm going in the direction away. That's just because I know I'm splitting this up into 3 sections, so it'll be away, towards, and then away. I'm really warm right now. Alright, last piece. And at this point I kind of like, while this piece is in, I'm looking at all of my hair as a whole and seeing if I see any pieces sticking out that I maybe had missed and are not curled. So at this point I kind of look around and do that. Looks like I got everything. If you have a mirror and you want to look at the back of your head just to make sure that you got everything, you can always do that. I'm pretty good with just feeling around and knowing, okay, everything's there. Alright. So basically I'm just going to let this cool a little bit on this side before I do anything else, because I want my curls to set. If you have a hard time with your hair and curls do not like to stay, let me see if I have. You don't have to do this on every section, but maybe on the top layer of hair that you did, if you're having a hard time with your curls staying and you just want to ensure that they cool correctly, what you can do is you can buy these little clips, like they look like this, and once you pull your hair out of a curl, you can start at the base with your clip open, grabbing one part of the curl and just going all the way up and clipping that curl to your hair like this, letting it cool and then releasing it. That will help your curls stay better. I have naturally wavy hair, so I don't usually have a problem with my curls sticking, except for the fact that I did say that I've started using some different products and it makes my hair really super soft. Sometimes they don't like to stay, but I don't mind if they are a little loose. I don't really need tight curls, so I don't use the clips all that often. If I was going to a wedding or a special occasion like that where I wanted them to be really tight, I might use that method. Okay, so on this side my curls are fairly cool. They're cool on this side as well now. So what I'm going to do at this point is just take my fingers and rake them through my hair to separate the curls. I'm going to go all the way around. Okay. Now from here, you can, I'll kind of let you see what it looks like. You can leave it just the way it is, or if you want more volume, you could tease your hair at your roots just to give it a little more volume. I did put my root booster in, and I feel like it's given me a pretty good amount of volume, so I don't really want to go in and tease today, so I'm not going to. Whenever I do my waves, I might go ahead and do that, but if you don't have root booster in your hair and you want to tease, you certainly could. I recommend getting a teasing brush to tease with. I'll show you mine. I have this Bornette Little Wonder. It looks like this, and this is what I use to tease my hair. So this is pretty much it. I'm going to bring you a little closer, give you a closer look to see what it looks like as far as my curls go. And I do have shorter hair, so my curls aren't, you know, going all the way down. They're more on the ends. So if you had longer curls, you would have, or longer hair, you would have more spirals than I do, of course. Then I'll show you the back really quick as well. So that is it. That's the tutorial on curling short hair. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I wasn't too long-winded for you. Hopefully you learned something new, and you'll check out our boutique at lydiaandlilac.com and our blog at alovelylittleLifeblog.com. Thanks so much.